Welcome back, squatters. I've got a good news and the bad news. I'm not sure if I should start with the good news or the bad news. All right, let me start with the good news. The good news is that Xolani, who used to present a show which was dealing with drug dealers, Sizok'thola, is back on our screens. Good news. Bad news is that we need to protect Xolani because Xolani might be stepping on other people's toes. Number one, the drug dealers hate that guy so much because he's exposing what they are doing. Number two, the NGOs, if he fights drug dealing, they will stop eating. Because where do they get their funding? Through drawing blood of the people who are drug addicts. By doing what? By taking videos, taking evidence, asking for funding, that they will fight drug abuse, they will educate people and all of that. Let me tell you something, squatters. There are some issues that we don't really need to be nice when we approach them. Xolani had a case. It's an alleged that someone died in between and all of that. Where there's drugs, people will die. By the way, where there's drugs, people will die. I don't want to get into the details of that case, but we still love Xolani and we will still continue to love Xolani because he's doing a great job. Let me tell you something, by the way, squatters. When you are doing something good to the community, nobody loves you. People will hate you. People will hate you so much so that they wish that whatever anything horrible can happen to you because you're doing a good job. If you do something stupid, people will clap hands because we have institutionalized wrong things and we happen to believe that wrong things are the right things. So, in short, if the government was really serious with fighting drugs, drug abuse, drug dealers, and all of that, why are they not sponsoring shows like Sizok'thola? Because he's stepping on their toes. There are politicians who are beneficiaries of this drug dealing. They are beneficiaries. They are on the payroll of drug dealers. What do we do as a country? Because now it means we should continue to be subjected to drug dealing, to nyaupes in squatter camps, to crime. So the NGOs will not celebrate this move because how are they going to get funding because there's no more drugs at the townships? That guy is doing one of the best jobs ever. And what I like is that even the law enforcement officers, they support him there and there. Some, they support him. Some, they are on the payroll. We see them in townships collecting money there. We can expose them, by the way. We can expose them. We see them there every day collecting money from these drug dealers, people who are selling nyaupes in townships. The police are collecting money every single day, broad daylight. So we need to protect this man, Xolani. We need to be very much worried because I've got a feeling that they might track him, they might want to do harm to him. The risky job that he's doing is exposing him to that. He really needs to be careful. He really needs to be protected. He really needs to be taken care of because he's one of our people. You know, people like Xolani, you can easily say, why can't he just be a president once? And let's stop this Zuma thing, Malema thing, and Ramaphosa thing, and have Xolani as a president. Tomorrow we say, Xolani, because we can see what you're doing, just become president. I mean, being a president is not about the age. We've got young presidents like Ibrahim Traore at Burkina Faso. We've got Emmanuel Macron in France. We've got other young presidents. So it's not about the age. It's about, are you matured enough? Do you understand exactly what you need to do? That man is taking our country forward. And he must focus on Joburg. You see, Joburg is rotten, is filthy, it's one of the worst environments you can ever be exposed to. Johannesburg CBD, it's a drug cartel, that one. He must really put his focus on that. And again, he must really be protected, because he will meet animals there. Real monsters there. I'm not saying animals are staying there. I'm saying there's real monsters. There's real animals. People who are barbaric are there. He will meet them there. Not everyone is bad in Joburg, but 80 to 90% of people who are staying there are criminals. They survive through crime. That is why when you walk in the street in broad daylight, they rob you. No one will help you. So you've got those kind of people who are heartless, who can do anything. They can stab you and just disappear. Just disappear into the crowd. So it is worrisome, it is a concern, but at the same time, we are so much happy because Xolani is back. Xolani is back, and we know that he's going to do a good job. And even these cases of murder, they are trying to distract him, to make him lose focus, to shift the focus. The focus is not on this murder case. They will resolve it, by the way. If we have to donate for him, we can donate for him. That's fine. He must focus on these drug dealers. And I know that even our own citizens are selling drugs. But people who are from other countries, you come all the way from your country to sell drugs here. From your country there. Why don't you sell your drugs there, at your country there? And leave us alone. You are busy destroying innocent young kids' future because of selling drugs to them. It's so sad. And the ANC government is fine with that. Don't tell them that you are fighting drugs, you are doing. No, they are fine with that. The NGOs are milking millions in sponsorships from this other company. No, there's a drug problem in South Africa. Look, Nyaopes are doing this, then we can educate them. Raking in millions, enriching themselves at the expense of innocent young kids losing their future, getting into drugs. You can't fight drugs by educating. Educating what? You need to fight these cartels. You need to stop these people who are selling. So these ones who are addicted, they can starve. They can starve, go through rehabilitation. Our government is not building enough facilities. They are not fighting drugs. They don't care. All that they do now will release funds. They give funds to their friends. So they can say, no, we are educating people about drug abuse. What. You've got time to educate. There's time to be on the street to fight these drug dealers. I wish Xolani can be protected because I'm worried about that man. I know for the fact that the ANC doesn't have a problem with drugs because it's not their kids who are smoking drugs. It's our kids. It's not their kids. It's our kids. So they don't give a damn. They don't care. You see, if you are a leader, a politician, or someone who's influential, you make decisions about clinics, about hospitals, about schools, about police stations, and all of those things. You channel how the system should operate. They themselves, politicians, are not using public clinics, public hospitals. Their kids are not attending public schools. Have you ever bothered to ask why? What answer are you going to get from them? Because they know they are dishing us rotten food. That's why their kids will not eat on the same plate. No, they've got special meal for their kids. It's so sad. We are not patriotic. We've got a government which doesn't care. Simple. It doesn't care. So they benefit somehow because these politicians, they are on the payroll of the drug dealers. You arrest this person, the station commander calls you and say, please don't touch that man. That's my guy. Please don't bother him. It's fine. Let him operate as a police officer. I've got friends who are police officers who tells me that, no, listen, we can't arrest certain people because the station commanders say, no, those are his guys. We mustn't touch him. We mustn't bother them. We must just let them operate freely, sell drugs, sell nyaopes to the young kids. What do we do as a country? Should we let this thing slip out? Should we protect people who are protecting the country? What do we do because the government doesn't care? I heard that in Tshwane, Eskom was taking transformers, which the community bought for themselves. But they can't put, you know, when you have got a problem, you call Eskom, the transformer has exploded, they don't come. They spend 3, 4, 5 years. They don't come and install the transformer. Now the community, they budget, they buy their own transformers. Eskom comes and takes them and leave them intact. That's how dumb our government is. It doesn't make sense. If you can't help them, why are you taking those transformers away from them? If you are taking those transformers, replace them with the new ones from Eskom. You correct it. You don't destroy. Because if you take that transformer, you are killing businesses, you are killing the Kasi economy, township economy, you are killing everything, the market. You are killing it. Think twice. It's common sense. But we've got leaders who are dumb to think about it. I don't know, Xolani is back, squatters on the street, you'll see him on the street doing what he does best. We know him. He doesn't smile, that gentleman. But he needs to be protected. He needs to be protected from these monsters. Because there, he's going to meet the most barbaric people. He must deal with them decisively. I continue to ask myself, why are we still subjected to politicians when we have people who can volunteer to do the job? Why don't we have people like Abu Xolani to be police ministers or something in the police? Just absorb that guy. By the way, I don't want to talk about politicians because those are the most useless people. Those are the people who are causing chaos in our country. Some of us, as young as we are, we want to run our country the way we feel and without being associated with these political parties because they are corrupt also. They are captured also. They owe many people. And if you work for the community, you don't have to campaign, to ask for funding, to campaign. No, the people shall vote for you. And then you go there. We say, okay, we want Xolani. Let's give him five-year term and see what he will do for us. Let him become a mayor of Joburg, Xolani. Because we've got mayors here with matric only. We've got criminal mayors. People who have got criminal records. People who scammed people here. They were mayors in Joburg. You know who I'm talking about. He was scamming people with a funeral cover. He was a mayor there in Joburg. Now the case are closing in. Crime. So, that person is capable of doing anything. We've got the Minister of Agriculture who has got matric on him. He has got nothing. So, what will stop Xolani from becoming a Joburg mayor? And remove that Dada Morero because it's useless there. So we can have something of, you know, I like fighting something of things of substance. Not bit by bit. There's a problem. Let's solve this problem once off. Remove these rotten people and put people who are willing to work. If you take Xolani, Sizok'thola, and make him a mayor there in Joburg, he can clean that Joburg, he can clean it within 6 months. It will be clean. We'll walk carrying our phones and checking our WhatsApp messages and everything there. You can't take out your phone, even if it rings your phone. You must put it on silent in Joburg. Crime. There are hyenas who are always looking for you. So it's worrisome that good people don't really get the best of us in life. Horrible people, they are always there to cause chaos. I don't know, squatters. Let's keep engaging. We are so grateful because Xolani is back. Thank you for watching my content. We're hoping for the best from Xolani, as you know that he's a very brave guy. And thank you to the new subscribers who have subscribed recently to my channel. I'm so grateful. Let's continue engaging. Let's continue doing what we do best. Shalom.